Hi, everyone. My name is Eliza. Thank you for taking time out of your day to check in with us, watch this video. My friend Kristen and I are here today just to give you some brief insight into what this project is all about that I reached out to you about. So in saying that, we know time is really precious, so that's why we're going to be pretty brief, simple, and clear. But if this really interests you and catches your attention, whether it's for you or a loved one, please reach back out to me. I'm sure we'll talk again anyway, but yeah, I'm going to continue from here. So first thing I want to talk about is what we are. We are called the Abundance Project. And what the Abundance Project is a mission of women that are really on this mission to help people tap into abundance through health, personal development, and empowered business. I think we can all agree that the world needs more love, relationship, and real connection. People are really craving that these days more than ever. So I'm going to break down these three focal points that I said before: health, personal development, and empowered business. I'm going to start with health. I think we can also all agree today that health can be kind of difficult, or being healthy. So whether you're super busy or don't have the accessibility to it, the funds to it, whatever it is that's happening in your life, or maybe you find it really simple, it could be on both ends of the spectrum. But I think we're also kind of bombarded with all these things of like, don't eat this, eat that, take this, don't take that, right? Like it can be kind of confusing. So the Abundance Project is here to just kind of pull back, take a step back, and bring things back to the fundamentals of health and just the basics. So in this mission that we're on, I want to bring up the point that even though many of our lives today are really embedded in the internet, we as a group really intentionally spend a lot of time off screen practicing things like mindfulness, yoga, meditation, preparing healthy meals, adventuring in the outdoors, being in community and ceremony, and traveling the world. We've come together to create a pretty full wellness program that truly embodies the things I'll talk about, but also these four main parts of health, which make up to be physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. I have some notes here just to stay on track, so that's probably why you might hear some paper. But the next one that I'm gonna talk about is personal development, which is something that really speaks true to my heart. You know, as a mission, we explore questions like this. So as a human race, and maybe ask yourself this, as a human race, are we taking the time to look internally? So that could have to do with the things that you eat and consume on a daily basis, the people you hang out with, the job and work environment that you have, your work-life balance, all these different facets of your health. When we start feeding our minds with positive affirmations, gratitude, self-love, reading empowering books, listening to podcasts, even taking courses and classes, all of these practices are encouraged, supported, and available when you're a part of this community. But with that being said, we understand that life is already so busy, and so that's why we're here to really help you integrate however much you'd like into your current lifestyle to make the change fun, supportive, manageable, and actually sustainable. I believe that the quality of our lives are truly as good as the quality of our mindset. So now I'm going to get into the juicy topic: empowered business, one of my favorites as well. Empowered business. So this is what I'm going to say. This is what we believe. The healing of our business, or the healing of the planet, really depends on missions like the Abundance Project. And this is why, like I said before, the world really is craving more of that love, real connection, and real, face-to-face connection, and not just on the screen. So imagine being able to design your own heart-centered business with the support of other like-minded women who are doing the same thing beside you. You all start at the same exact level. There's no competition, healthy competition, but nothing that's going to let the ego drive your world in this. It's all heart-centered. Now I want you to imagine, back up. Ask yourself these couple questions first. Do you want to live life on your terms? Do you crave that? Do you want to work when you'd like? Would you like to eat when you'd like? Go to the bathroom when you'd like? Be independent, do you want that? Travel when you'd like. We want that too. So that's why, Kristen and I and this big community that we're a part of have partnered with the most researched nutritional product in the world to add 25 years from the product standpoint, but 50 years from a business standpoint, value to your empowered business. If you're tired of living paycheck to paycheck, working 50 plus hours a week, or not having the time to spend with your loved ones, Or are you staying with a job that you don't necessarily love, but it provides you health benefits and other benefits? If you said yes to any of those things, you may be in the right place. So I want you to imagine this. If it helps you, you can close your eyes during this, however you would like to envision this. But imagine sharing what you really love and believe in and actually getting paid for it and supported. Imagine receiving bonuses that start at $100 to $600 for just sharing your heart-centered business and inspiring healthy living with others. Every time that you truly live this mission and invite people into our community and learn about them and find out what their dreams are, how they would want to create their own business and business of their dreams, the company supports you by thanking you and giving you bonuses for helping them create their business. You also have the potential to receive other bonuses from the company for also just, again, saying thank you for sharing this mission with others around the world and being who you truly are. You have benefits that start, again, at $100 and go all the way up to $10,000. Other potential benefits that you can receive are a full health benefits package that include things like acupuncture, massage, chiropractic, and things like that. And your family is also included in that. So I want to talk a little bit about the company of like what we're partnered with and why it's so important to us, why we believe in it. So to do that, I'm actually going to pass it to my friend Kristen, and she's going to share a little bit more about the business and the industry we're in.
Hey everyone, Kristen Hilmer here. And so from a career standpoint, I was my own boss and I thought I totally had it made. I was working as a body worker inside of this PT clinic integrated with chiropractic and sports medicine. So like I said, I totally thought I had it made in this department because I could create my own schedule. But in reality, it was my clients totally dictating my schedule, and I was always tied up evenings and weekends and holidays. Prior to that, I'd done seasonal work, and I actually hadn't been home for Christmas in 7 years. So I was trading dollars for hours, which means when I wasn't working, I wasn't getting paid. And so I just kept working. And I became really attracted to this Abundance Project because of the health benefits that I saw in my own body with decreased inflammation, improvement in weight, improvement in mood and mindset, and just learning about the microbiome and all these chemical reactions taking in place and how to have my body work with me instead of be working against me. And so I realized that I was doing a disservice by not sharing this with others, sharing health, because everyone is looking for improved health in one way, shape, or another. I'm sharing the same way I'd share a favorite recipe or my favorite hike out here in the mountains. So at the beginning of 2016, I said, I'm in. And in a 6-month time period, our team was able to help enough people get this whole food nutrition into their body that I was able to hire another therapist to take care of my clients. I went on a 2-month road trip. I was able to work from my phone, and I saw that my business was growing and thought, holy shit, like, wow, this thing is real. I am building a legitimate business on my terms. And so I started going part-time with my practice and then created enough space to go to Europe for a month last summer. And I watched my paycheck grow while I was abroad. And the cool thing is, this is one of my favorite parts, is that our paychecks are a direct reflection to the amount of people that we're helping. So as we got more serious at the beginning of this past year, hit the top position in the company where what Eliza was saying, I received a full health benefits package. I've never had that in my life. And then I got married this summer and honeymooned most of July in Bali. And so here we are. I am so grateful for what this has created, and I wouldn't have imagined it in my wildest dreams. And I do not share my story to impress you, but to impress upon you what might be possible. And so a little bit from a company standpoint, as Eliza said, the company's been around for 50 years from a business standpoint for 50 years and a product for 25. And it's just amazing to see all the research. Eliza's going to dive a little bit more into this in a second, but it's backed by legitimate research, gold standard, double blind, placebo controlled, showing the value of we're just fruits and vegetables, helping people get whole food nutrition into their body in a simple, simple way. And so from a network marketing standpoint, I think people go, I had my own concerns and questions around what that was. And I am so excited about it now because of the way that it all blends together. And as I was mentioning inside of my story, I couldn't if I took time off, I wasn't going to get paid. I never understood residual income. I never knew that I could travel to Bali and Europe and all across the world and work we're actually a part of 26 different countries around the world, to work and be able to be compensated, knowing that I'm adding value. Yes, I'm getting to live out the life of my dreams, but I'm not going to be successful unless I help other people rise, unless I'm helping other people with their health, helping them with their mindset, helping them help other people by creating financial freedom, by being able to create more time freedom in their life. And so it's this beautiful piece of, as we can only have this sort of value added to our lives as we're helping others truly get in alignment with themselves and find their voice and follow their own heart. So with that, Eliza, I'm going to go ahead and pass it back to you.
Thanks, Kristen. Yeah, thank you so much. So she dived into a little bit about the company, and at the very end, I'll tell you what the company's name is. But right now I want to just go into kind of a short version of my story. So about 8 years ago, I was living in Lake Tahoe. I was living a pretty great life, going to college, living with some of my best friends. And from the outside, my life probably seemed pretty wonderful. I mean, it was, but to be honest, on the inside, I was really dealing with a darkness that I could not shake. And I had no idea why. Like at the same time, I was starting to explore this practice of yoga, which has been a huge part of my life ever since then. I teach now. And, it's been an amazing tool for my overall well-being. Started to dip into meditation as well. And to be honest, like I became almost an expert at all these self-care practices because I had to. Like I was desperate for help, right? And so I did all these things, and eating healthy, all the things I knew how to do that would help me, and I still needed more help. So at the same time, around the same time, I went on antidepressant medication that I've been on now for about 8 years. I've been on a pretty strong dosage as well, and although it's helped me so much in my life, I also know that it has side effects. I've felt side effects going from emotional numbness to thoughts of suicide to just not being clear-minded and feeling like myself. And so about 2 years ago is when my friend introduced whole food concentrates to me, which is made by a company called Juice Plus. And they pretty much created this concept of, juicing that I'm sure we all know about, at least, whether we've done it or not. And so they really connected with this idea of juicing, that like it's getting, nutrition quick into people's body, and a lot of it as well, especially people that are on the go, busy, don't have time, things like that. If you've ever juiced yourself before, it can be really messy, it can be really expensive, and time consuming as well. If you go buy it out somewhere, it can be really expensive. I think a juice here in Aspen is like $13. So pretty crazy. The other thing about juicing is that if you've noticed, or if you've watched it yourself, a lot of the pulp and like the peel, none of that stuff you're drinking, right? A lot of that stuff has so much nutrients in it that we actually need for optimal health. So I want you to hold up your fist for a minute, take a look at the size of your fist. We actually need, as adults, 9 to 13 servings of fresh, vine-ripened fruits and vegetables every single day, a variety of color every single day. I want you to take a moment and think about that. If you're doing it, and just wrap your mind around how much that is, because it's a lot of fruits and vegetables. Like, even me being somebody who I'm fortunate, I grew up in a health conscious family. It's always been a part of my life. It's so much for me, even eating that much. And so Juice Plus created a capsule that has everything that a juice has in it, the beauty of drinking a juice, the nutrients. But we've also added things like the peel, the seed, the stems from some produce that are nutritional for adding it in there and really good for optimal health. And so I'm going to bring you back to my story a little bit. I was dealing with this depression, and when my friend introduced this to me, I'd already connected with this kind of natural lifestyle, and I knew I didn't want to be on medication forever, even though it did help me. Started integrating this, and pretty quickly started to realize that felt more mentally bright, energized. I was motivated. I like felt really freaking amazing. Like things that I haven't felt in years, that I have wanted to do for 8 years, you know, and that alone was enough for me to want to unapologetically share this lifestyle with others. Like I was a healthy eater. I was probably getting close to 7 servings a day, maybe like 5, and I still needed help. And so, you know, I want to, sorry, the most amazing thing about Juice Plus too that I want to, because I know that it's important to people right now, is a question I get is it organic? The answer is yes, it's better than organic. So our capsules are NSF certified, which means NSF certified is a third party company, that independent company that goes into the farms, you know, everything from the soil that these fresh produce are planted in to the factories that their powders are processed in. Like everything is top of the arc and top of just really quality. Like I said, NSF is better than organic. You can look it up online if you'd like. And I'm not going to dive too much more into that. Like I said in the beginning, if this interests you and caught your attention, like let's continue chatting and we can get on the phone and just, again, make that real face-to-face connection that we're all craving. And I would love to explore this lifestyle and business venture for yourself even more. Again, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day to watch this, and we'll be in touch. Have a great day.